Hey everyone, it's Retro Martin here, and it's time for another MegaDrive challenge. We have finished doing Kid Chameleon, which is an alright platformer, not the best one in the world, but everyone's put in some great scores and it's been great to see. So we are now going to continue the difficulty line, and this time we are going to go with Probotector, or Contra Hardcore, or Contra the Hardcore, depending on which region you're in. This is a side-scrolling run and gun with 4 characters with a very high level of difficulty, but there's some absolutely fantastic set pieces in it. And of course, unbeknownst to some, there is an early way to end the game, albeit your score is probably not going to be very good. The game is brutally difficult enough that I think we should be able to use all of our continues until you can go no further. In fact, I don't think there is any continues. But you can keep going until you get a game over, and then of course it's the highest score. We're going to keep it on the default difficulty, just to introduce a little bit of tedium to it, shall we say. But you can play as any of the characters, try and get as far as you can, and go from there. This is an absolutely fantastic game, and one of the best ones on the Mega Drive and Sega Genesis. So I've been looking forward to running this one for the challenge. For those of you that have never done the challenge before, I set a game, people try and get the high score or the best time or whatever it is, and then they submit the score or time to me, and I do a little scoreboard at the end. Challenges run for 2 weeks, from the Friday to the Thursday 2 weeks later, and end at 23:59 GMT. You can play a 60Hz or 50Hz version, NTSC U, J, PAL, CCAM, whatever you want, it doesn't really matter. So you can play Probotector or Hardcore. I personally have a preference for the latter because I didn't get to play this one back in the day, so Probotector doesn't really mean as much to me, especially as the Contra games I did have was not the PAL version, so I'm more used to the NTSC versions anyway. Obviously you can use an original cartridge, you can use the Contra collection, you can use Switch Online services, you can emulate, it doesn't really matter. If you're going to use anything that's not the original cartridge though, please don't use any rewind or save states, of course, because we want to keep it fair. But I hope everyone has a blast, pun intended, playing Contra Hardcore / Probotector, and enjoy.